Good evening, dear students. Welcome to Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. This is Dr. Priyanka, and today we are going to discuss all the previous year questions from the topic excretory products and their elimination. Hope you all are ready for today's class. फटाफट से आ जाओ, फटाफट से ज्वाइन कर लो इस सेशन को, लाइक कर दो, शेयर कर दो इस सेशन को एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो इन्फिनिटी लर्न चैनल को अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं किया है तो। बहुत सारे इम्पॉर्टेंट सेशंस आप सभी के लिए हम लोग लेके आते हैं एंड ऑल दीज सेशंस विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट ड्यूरिंग योर प्रिपरेशन। अगर आप नीट की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो तो ये बहुत हेल्प करेगा आप सभी को। सो वंस अगेन हेलो एवरीवन, फटाफट से ज्वाइन कर लो, अपने सारे फ्रेंड्स को भी बुला लो एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस सेशन। सारे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, सारे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेंगे आज के इस सेशन में। इसी तरह से डेली हमारा सेशन होता है, एवरी डे वी हैव सेशंस ऑन प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, सो वी आर गोइंग टू कवर ईच एंड एवरी chapter of class 11th and 12th. So hope you all are ready for today's class. So let's see what is the first question. And yes, before first question, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, don't forget to subscribe our Infinity Learn NEET channel for all the updates, and please join our Telegram channel as well. So let's see what is the first question on your screen. A decrease in blood pressure or volume will not cause the release of. Again, they are asking not cause. Not पूछा है, जहाँ भी correct, incorrect, not लिखा होता है उसको मार्क कर लेना है क्वेश्चन में। ये पूछ रहे हैं अगर डिक्रीज हो जाता है ब्लड प्रेशर और ब्लड वॉल्यूम तो क्या रिलीज नहीं होगा। यू हैव 4 ऑप्शंस, ANF that is atrial natriuretic factor, then you have aldosterone, ADH and renin. This question was asked in NEET 2017, right? 2017 में पूछा गया, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। ब्लड प्रेशर कम होगा तो क्या रिलीज नहीं होगा। ओके, टेल मी इन द चैट आपको क्या लगता है, फटाफट बता दो चैट में। So the correct option will be A, that is ANF. Correct option will be A. ANF का full form क्या है? Atrial natriuretic factor, right? Now समझते हैं कि how this ANF work. This ANF is released from your heart. Now what is the function of this ANF? As the name suggests, name क्या बता रहा है? Atrial natriuretic. Natriuretic, that means sodium. Natrium related to sodium. Uretic means related to urine. So it causes excretion of sodium in urine. Sodium आपके बॉडी के बाहर गया तो आपका ब्लड प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा। ब्लड वॉल्यूम क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा। And this is the function of ANF. What does ANF do? This ANF will cause sodium excretion in urine. यूरिन में ये सोडियम का एक्सक्रीशन कराएगा, that will lead to reduction in blood pressure. जब ऑलरेडी बॉडी में ब्लड प्रेशर कम हो रहा है, तो ये रिलीज होगा क्या? नहीं। सो दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। बाकी के जो ऑप्शन है लाइक एल्डोस्टेरॉन, ADH, renin. You all must have heard about RAS mechanism, renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system, right? RAS mechanism. What happens in RAS mechanism? There is increase in blood pressure. So obviously when there is reduction in blood pressure, this mechanism will activate and will increase the blood pressure. So what is not secreted when your blood volume or blood pressure is low? So your answer will be this one, ANF. Okay. Now let's move on to our next question. Next question on your screen, dear students. Which of the following statements is correct? Correct, not incorrect. The descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. The ascending limb of loop of Henle is permeable to water. The descending limb of loop of Henle is permeable to electrolytes. The ascending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. Again, this question was asked in NEET 2017. NEET 2017 का question है, चलिए देखते हैं। When we talk about loop of Henle, जब हम loop of Henle की बात करते हैं तो बच्चों descending limb of loop of Henle will absorb water and it is impermeable to solute. Similarly, the ascending limb of loop of Henle will absorb NaCl, that means it is impermeable to water. तो चलिए देखते हैं कौन सा होगा करेक्ट ऑप्शन. द करेक्ट ऑप्शन विल बी डी. लेट्स सी हाउ. The ascending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. This is the ascending limb and yes, that is impermeable to water. Correct option क्या है? D. क्योंकि यहाँ से तो सिर्फ NaCl जो है reabsorb होता है and water जो है absorb नहीं होता है. So very good, Bardawal. The correct option will be D. Very nice. चलो. Before moving forward, don't forget to like this session and share this session with your friends. Call all your friends and please subscribe Infinity Learn NEET channel. Let's move on to our next question. The part of nephron involved in active reabsorption of sodium is. Active reabsorption of sodium कहाँ होता है? DCT में, PCT में, Bowman's capsule में या descending limb of loop of Henle में. Again, this question was asked in NEET 2016. Tell me fast in the chat what will be the correct option. कहाँ होगा सोडियम का active reabsorption? That means by expenditure of energy. Okay, so Bardawal is saying B. Yes, correct option is B. PCT. PCT is the part of nephron जहाँ maximum reabsorption होगा, right? Next question. Now this question was asked in 2015. Human urine is usually acidic. Human urine is usually acidic. Why? Reason क्या है इसका? Potassium and sodium exchange generates acidity. Hydrogen ions are actively secreted into the filtrate. The sodium transport exchanges one hydrogen ion for each sodium ion in peritubular capillaries. What are peritubular capillaries? वो capillaries जो parallelly run करती हैं, किसके parallelly? Loop of Henle के. And excreted plasma proteins are acidic. बहुत ही अच्छा question है, simple question है. Acidic क्यों है urine? Because H plus ions are secreted, right? Yes, Bardawal, because H plus ions are secreted. So correct option will be B. Hydrogen ions are actively secreted into the filtrate. 3 steps of urine formation हमने पढ़ा था. Reabsorption, filtration, reabsorption and secretion. So this is regarding secretion. Now let's move on to our next question. Select the option which shows correct matching of animal with its excretory organs and excretory products. Animals, excretory organs and excretory products को आपको मैच करना है, बताना है कौन सा करेक्ट ऑप्शन. एनिमल किंगडम का क्वेश्चन ऐसा भी बोल सकते हो, बट दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सारे ऑर्गेनिज्म का एक्सक्रीटरी वेस्ट कौन सा है? यूरिया है, यूरिक एसिड है या अमोनिया है? यू शुड नो. नाउ लेबियो रोहिता और रोहू, दिस इज व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज अ बोनी फिश. एक्सक्रीटरी ऑर्गन दिया है नेफ्रीडियल ट्यूब्स, एक्सक्रीटरी प्रोडक्ट दिया है अमोनिया. सिमिलरली सैलामेंडर किडनीज यूरिया, पिकॉक किडनी यूरिया, हाउस फ्लाई रीनल ट्यूब्यूल्स यूरिक एसिड. 2013 का क्वेश्चन है. टेल मी इन द चैट फास्ट, कौन सा होगा करेक्ट ऑप्शन? ए, बी, सी या डी? So the correct option for this question will be B. Not only we are discussing previous year question, but we will study all the important concepts from which question could be asked in your exam. Now B is the correct option. Salamander. क्या है? Salamander is an amphibian. Salamander is an amphibian. And yes, since it is a chordata, it has kidneys and the excretory product is urea. So B is the correct option. Okay, simple, very simple. Now let's move on to our next question. The maximum amount of electrolytes and water, 70 to 80% electrolytes and water कहाँ से reabsorb होगा? From the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed in which part of the nephron? So we have PCT, loop of Henle, DCT. Ascending limb of loop of Henle, DCT, PCT, or descending limb of loop of Henle, and this question was asked in NEET 2012. फटाफट बता दो what will be the correct option? Maximum reabsorption takes place from, yes, Badaval is saying C, yes, PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, या PCT से होगा maximum reabsorption, and this is a very important concept that you should remember. Okay, so correct option was C. Now let's move on to our next question. A fall in GFR is reducing. Activate, अगर GFR कम हुआ तो क्या एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा? Let's see, and this question was asked in mains 2012. Juxtaglomerular cells to release renin, adrenal cortex to release aldosterone, adrenal medulla to release adrenaline, and posterior pituitary to release vasopressin. अच्छा क्वेश्चन है? Yes, Bardaval is saying A. Let's see, A है, B है, C है या D है? सारे बच्चे, everyone who is watching this session, tell me in the chat क्या होगा करेक्ट ऑप्शन. बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है एंड ये सारे क्वेश्चंस बच्चों इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आप ये वाले क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर पा रहे हो ना, दैट मीन्स आप नीट के भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर पाओगे बिकॉज द स्टैंडर्ड इज सेम. द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट आर हियर विल बी द सेम इन नीट एज वेल, राइट? तो अगर आप ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर पा रहे हो दैट मीन्स योर प्रिपरेशन इज गोइंग ऑन द राइट ट्रैक, राइट? सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ए. Juxtaglomerular cells will release renin, right? Again, RAS mechanism याद करो, जिसको हम बोलते हैं renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system, right? रेनिन, एंजियोटेंसिन, एल्डोस्टेरॉन सिस्टम या रास मैकेनिज्म जो क्या करता है, जो ब्लड प्रेशर को बढ़ाता है. आई टोल्ड यू ये क्या करेगा, ये ब्लड प्रेशर को बढ़ाएगा. तो whenever there is fall in GFR, this mechanism will be activated and ultimately your blood pressure will increase. Okay? Is there any confusion in RAS mechanism? If there is any confusion, you could ask. So correct option was A. Very good. Now next question on your screen, and this question was asked in 2012. Which one of the following characteristics is common in both humans and adult frog? Human और adult frog में क्या similarity है? 4-chambered heart. This question is a bit easy क्योंकि हम excretory products and elimination कर रहे हैं, right? Internal fertilization, nucleated RBC and ureotelic mode of excretion. तो देखते हैं, let's see. 4-chambered heart. We have 4-chambered heart but not frogs. Amphibians will have 3-chambered heart. Internal fertilization is there in humans but not in frog. Not in frog. Frog में नहीं है internal fertilization, right? They have external fertilization. Nucleated RBC. We don't have nucleated RBC, no. Ureotelic mode of excretion. Yes, this will be the answer. What is the nitrogenous waste in humans? Humans में है यूरिया and frog में भी है यूरिया. Okay, याद रखो, please remember this. Tadpole will excrete ammonia. दैट मीन्स frogs have a dual mode of excretion. मतलब अगर tadpole है तो वो अमोनिया एक्सक्रीट करेगा बिकॉज लॉट्स ऑफ वाटर इज अवेलेबल, एंड अगर फ्रॉग है, एडल्ट फ्रॉग है, तो वो यूरिया एक्सक्रीट करेगा, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्सक्रीशन इज नोन एज यूरियोटेलिक. यूरियोटेलिक, राइट? आई विल राइट इट हियर. tadpole क्या एक्सक्रीट करेगा? अमोनिया. फाइन. Now let's move on to our next question. So correct option was D here. दूसरे क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. Which of the following correctly explains the function of a specific part of the human nephron? Okay, 4 स्टेटमेंट्स है, चारों स्टेटमेंट को हम 1 by 1 पढ़ेंगे और देखेंगे कि कौन सा स्टेटमेंट जो है एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट है. Podocytes create minute spaces which are known as slit pores for the filtration of blood into the Bowman's capsule. Henolisloop, most reabsorption of the major substances from the glomerular filtrate. Distal convoluted tubule, reabsorption of K plus ions into the surrounding blood capillaries. And afferent arterioles carries the blood away from the glomerulus towards the renal vein. 2011 का क्वेश्चन है and I am getting answer A. Let's see. Podocytes. Bowman capsule को याद करो. ठीक है. Bowman capsule have a special type of cells that have food processes. Okay, that have food processes, and these cells are known as podocytes. Okay, and the spaces between, and the space which is present between these podocytes is known as slit pores. Is known as slit pores. तो ये जो space है इसे हम बोलेंगे slit pore. That will help in filtration. Okay, that will help in filtration. तो that means हमारा जो पहला statement था वो हो गया correct. So this is the answer. बाकी का देखते हैं. Henolisloop, यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? Most reabsorption of the major substances, यहाँ से होगा reabsorption सबसे ज़्यादा. No, it should be PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Next statement देखते हैं. DCT, reabsorption of K plus ions into the surrounding blood capillaries. No. Afferent arteriole, afferent carries the blood away from the glomerulus. No. Afferent arteriole will bring the blood towards the glomerulus, and efferent arteriole will take the blood away. Isn't it? Afferent and efferent arteriole बना लेते हैं. This is afferent, this is efferent, and this is glomerulus. Okay, so this is afferent. Afferent arteriole will bring the blood towards the glomerulus, and efferent arteriole will take the blood away. Hope this is clear. Okay, now let's move on to our next question. Which one of the following statements is correct with respect to kidney function regulation? देखते हैं. Again they are asking about correct statement. When someone drinks lots of water, ADH release is suppressed. What do you understand by ADH? ADH stands for Antidiuretic Hormone. It is also known as vasopressin, right? So ADH को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Antidiuretic hormone. It is also known as vasopressin, right? Exposure to cold temperature stimulates ADH release. A. Okay, Bardhaval is saying A. I want more answer. An increase in GFR or glomerular blood flow stimulates formation of angiotensin II. During summer, when body loses lots of water by evaporation, the release of ADH is suppressed. Question was asked in mains 2011. Let's understand what is the function of ADH or vasopressin. As the name suggests, antidiuretic hormone. It will prevent diuresis. And what is diuresis? Diuresis is increased water loss in urine. अगर आपके urine में बहुत ज़्यादा water loss हो रहा है तो उसे हम बोलते हैं diuresis, राइट ये डाईयूरेसिस को प्रिवेंट करता है, मतलब ये क्या करता है, ये डीसीटी और कलेक्टिंग डक्ट से इट विल कॉज रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर, तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा वाटर जो है वो रीएब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है, कंजर्व हो जाता है. ओके, इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज वेसोप्रेसिन बिकॉज इट इज अ वेसोकॉन्स्ट्रिक्टर. सो अल्टीमेटली अगर आपके बॉडी में वाटर रिटेन हो रहा है, ब्लड में अगर वाटर रिटेन हो रहा है, साथ में आपके ब्लड वेसल्स कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट हो रहे हैं, तो ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ेगा. सो इट हेल्प्स इन इंक्रीजिंग ब्लड प्रेशर एज वेल. नाउ यहां पर करेक्ट ऑप्शन होगा ए, है ना. व्हेन समवन इज ड्रिंकिंग लॉट्स ऑफ वाटर, बहुत सारा पानी कोई पी रहा है, मैं बहुत सारा पानी पी रही हूं, तो मेरी बॉडी को ना वाटर कंजर्व करने का जरूरत नहीं है. इफ यू आर ड्रिंकिंग लॉट्स ऑफ वाटर then your body will not need to conserve more water, right? So release of ADH will be suppressed, right? The release of ADH will be suppressed. Chalo, now let's move on to next question. Uricotelic. Uricotelic means when uric acid, what is excreted when uric acid is excreted from your body? Fine. हाय आर्यमान, शुगर पेशेंट में एडीएच इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज. सोचो शुगर पेशेंट जो है उनमें क्या होता है, देयर इज डाईयूरेसिस, फ्रीक्वेंट यूरिनेशन होता है, बहुत सारा वाटर लॉस होता है, वैसे ही होना है, ठीक है, तो हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स एडीएच का रिलीज क्या हो गया, वाटर कंजर्व नहीं हो पा रहा है, तो एडीएच का रिलीज जो है वो कम हो गया, राइट. एडीएच क्या करता है, जब एडीएच बॉडी में होता है तब वो क्या करता है, वाटर का रीएब्जॉर्प्शन कराता है, यहाँ पे नहीं हो रहा है, राइट. चलो इसका आंसर दो. यूरिकोटेलिक मोड ऑफ एक्सक्रीशन कहाँ होगा, मीन्स 2011 का क्वेश्चन है, बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. फटाफट से आंसर दो. आर्यमान, बारदवल बताओ. ए बी सी और डी. रेप्टाइल्स एंड बर्ड्स, बर्ड्स एंड एनालिड्स, एम्फीबियंस एंड रेप्टाइल्स, इंसेक्ट्स एंड एम्फीबियंस. कौन होते हैं, ए reptiles and birds. Reptiles and birds, they are uricotelic. मतलब उनका क्या है, यूरिक एसिड है, excretory waste, isn't it? Hello Ganeshwar, yes, correct option was A. So reptiles and birds are uricotelic. Okay, they need to conserve water. Water उनको conserve करना है, बहुत ज़्यादा water उनके पास available नहीं है, so that's why they excrete uric acid. And uric acid is also less toxic, so less water is needed to excrete, right? So correct option was A. Annelida का बात करें, Annelida are ammonotelic. Also they could be ureotelic in case of earthworm. So earthworm has dual mode of excretion. बहुत ज़्यादा पानी अवेलेबल है earthworm को, it will excrete ammonia. कम पानी है तो यूरिया, right? Again, reptiles are uricotelic, but amphibians are ammonotelic, and also they could be ureotelic. Insects again uricotelic, amphibians again both. Let's move on to our next question. Which one of the following statements in regard to the excretion by the human kidney के बारे में क्या correct है? Please don't forget to like this session and share this session with your friends. Descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. अभी हमने डिस्कस किया. Distal convoluted tubule is incapable of reabsorbing bicarbonate ions. Nearly 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed by the renal tubules. Ascending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to electrolytes. Now this question was asked in the year 2010. We are going to tell which of the following statement is correct. Let's see. The correct option is C. Let's see how. जितना भी glomerular filtrate हमारे body में बन रहा है ना, 99% is reabsorbed. This is how we are going to conserve water. Otherwise, what will happen? There will be diuresis and loss of water. Okay, so 99% glomerular filtrate जो है वो reabsorb हो जाता है by renal tubules. This is absolutely correct. Now let's see other statements. Descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. No, it is permeable to water. Only water can be reabsorbed from descending limb of loop of Henle. DCT is incapable of reabsorbing? No, bicarbonate is reabsorbed in DCT. Ascending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to electrolyte? No. Again, electrolytes are the only one that is reabsorbed from ascending limb of loop of Henle, right? Let's draw it. This is loop of Henle. This is descending limb. From here, water will be reabsorbed. This is ascending limb. From here, only solute will be reabsorbed, right? Remember this. Okay? बॉटनी का क्लास आपको पता चल जाएगा, सब्सक्राइब कर लो इन्फिनिटी लर्न नीट चैनल को, सारे क्लासेस का टाइमिंग आपको पता चल जाएगा. ओके अच्छा, मैं मेरी क्लासेस का टाइमिंग आपको बता देती हूँ कि कल मेरी क्लास हो गई वापस से 3:30 PM एंड टॉपिक विल बी लोकोमोशन एंड मूवमेंट, PYQs. प्रिपेयर होके आना. चलो, अ पर्सन हु इज ऑन अ लॉन्ग हंगर स्ट्राइक, एक पर्सन है जो हंगर स्ट्राइक पे है and is surviving only on water, सिर्फ water intake हो रहा है, only the person is intaking water. What will happen? Less amino acid in his urine, more glucose in his blood, less urea in his urine and more sodium in his urine. 2007 का question है. So correct option will be only water अगर ले रहा है. Normally, there is no amino acid in the urine, so this will not be the answer. Similarly, there will be no glucose in the urine, but there will be less urea in the urine. याद करो. Very good, Aryaman, Bardaval, very good dear. Listen, urea, what is the source of urea? Urea is formed by ammonia, by urea cycle in our liver, and ammonia we get from amino acid, or you can say by ingesting proteins, right? So if nothing is going inside our body, there will be production of less urea. So correct option will be C. Very nice, Ganeshwar. Next question. Angiotensinogen. What is this? This is a plasma protein. Angiotensinogen is a plasma protein. Again, recall RAS mechanism, renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. Is a protein produced and secreted by. 2006 का क्वेश्चन है, कौन secrete करता है? Angiotensinogen, juxtaglomerular cells या macula densa cells या endothelial cells. Endothelial cells कौन से हैं? That lines your blood vessels, right? And liver cells. कौन secrete करता है? Angiotensinogen. Very simple question. If you could not connect it with excretory products and their elimination, connect it with the blood that you have studied in body fluids and circulation, and let me know. Correct option was D. Liver cells. Liver cells will produce all the plasma proteins. Am I right, everybody? So the correct option for this question would be D. Okay. Now, can you tell me in the chat that this angiotensinogen is converted into angiotensin 1 by whom? कौन convert करता है एंजियोटेंसिनोजन को angiotensin 1 में? Can anybody tell me in the chat? Renin. Yes, I can explain this one. Yes, Aryaman and Ganeshwar. Angiotensinogen is converted by renin into angiotensin 1. It is renin renin. This is renin renin. And from where this renin comes from? ये renin कहाँ से आता है? From juxtaglomerular apparatus. This renin is released from juxtaglomerular apparatus. Now remember, मैं एक बार explain कर देती हूँ पूरा RAS mechanism. Okay? Juxtaglomerular apparatus will release renin that will convert this angiotensinogen plasma protein into activated angiotensin 1. This angiotensin 1 is converted into angiotensin 2 by a converting enzyme, and this angiotensin 2 will stimulate your adrenal gland to release aldosterone hormone. Now this aldosterone hormone will what? It will go to your nephrons and will cause reabsorption of water from DCT and collecting duct. Okay, so aldosterone क्या कर रहा है? It is causing reabsorption of water from DCT and collecting duct. Water reabsorb हो रहा है. Also, it causes constriction of blood vessels. So that means your blood pressure will increase. There will be retention of water in your body, and this is what is RAS mechanism. यहाँ पे simple concept था कि एंजियोटेंसिनोजन सिंस वो एक प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन है, इट विल बी रिलीज फ्रॉम लिवर. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द नेट प्रेशर ग्रेडियंट दैट कॉज द फ्लूइड टू फिल्टर आउट इन द ग्लोमेरुलाई इनटू द कैप्सूल इज 2005 का क्वेश्चन है. Though it is not given in detail in your NCERT, but still this type of question is asked. Okay, so ये बोल रहे हैं कि if this is glomerulus, this is afferent and efferent arteriole, this is your Bowman's capsule. तो what is the net filtration pressure? कितने pressure के वजह से there will be filtration? Can anyone tell me? Will it be 50, 75, 20 or 30 mmHg? Tell me in the chat what will be the correct option for this. जल्दी बताओ, बताओ. I'm waiting for you guys. 75. They are asking net. टोटल कितना प्रेशर होगा ओवरऑल जिसके वजह से फिल्ट्रेशन होता है. ओके, बारदावल इज सेइंग बी. नो 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 माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इट शुड बी सी. It is only 20 mmHg. Actually it should be 10 to 20 mmHg. ठीक है, कैसे देखते हैं, चलो देखते हैं. ओके, net filtration pressure, what is this? This is the pressure responsible. This is the pressure responsible for the filtrate formation. वो exactly वो pressure जिसके वजह से फिल्ट्रेशन पॉसिबल होता है. ओके, समझो जरा अच्छे से. ओके, इट इज इक्वल टू द ग्लोमेरुलर हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर. दिस ग्लोमेरुलर हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर दैट इज अराउंड 75 mmHg. है ना? यू वर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज कि क्या पूछा है. तो ये ग्लोमेरुलर हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर इज अराउंड 75 mmHg, जो कि यहां पर ग्लोमेरुलस में बनता है, माइनस द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर ऑफ ग्लोमेरुलर ब्लड, नॉट ऑनकोटिक, ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर ऑफ ग्लोमेरुलर ब्लड कंबाइंड विद द कैप्सुलर हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर. ओके, सो कितना होता है ये अराउंड होता है 55 mmHg. ओके, सो द टोटल नेट फिल्ट्रेशन प्रेशर विल बी around 20 mmHg. ठीक है, so basically if you imagine a glomerulus and a Bowman's capsule. Okay, so ये जो है, ये वाला जो है glomerular hydrostatic pressure, it will be in this direction, and these two pressures, that is the osmotic pressure of glomerulus and hydrostatic pressure of a capsule, that will be in this direction. So the net filtration pressure will be 20 to 10 mmHg. That's it. Okay, done. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, बहुत ही पुराना क्वेश्चन है 1996 का. The ornithine cycle. What is this? This is the urea cycle. Removes two waste products from the blood in the liver. These products are, कहाँ होता है ये देखिए, यूरिया ऑर्निथिन साइकिल. दिस साइकिल अकर्स इन द लिवर, राइट. कौन से दो एक्सक्रीटरी प्रोडक्ट्स को ये एलिमिनेट करता है? दिस इज अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. टेल मी. Is it carbon dioxide and ammonia? Is it ammonia and uric acid? Is it carbon dioxide and urea? Or is it ammonia and urea? Batao. Okay, Aryaman is saying D. What about Bardaval? What about Ganesh? Is it A, B, C or D? So the correct option will be A. Correct option will be A and not D. Why? Because in urea cycle, carbon dioxide combined with ammonia is converted into urea. Urea तो बनता है, which is finally excreted. But वो यूरिया बनता किससे है? अमोनिया से एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से, आर्यमान. Okay? लिवर में this urea ordinating cycle is converting ammonia and carbon dioxide into urea. Now finally the urea is excreted. So what is being excreted? Ultimately ammonia and carbon dioxide, which are very toxic. Okay, it is converted into urea, which is less toxic, and then it is eliminated. Okay, chalo, let's move on to our next question. Very good question. Glucose is taken back from the glomerular filtrate. Yes, Aryaman. Whatever glucose is present in your glomerular filtrate, that will be reabsorbed, yes. By which mechanism? By active transport, passive transport, by osmosis or by diffusion? Very simple question. Glucose reabsorbed from your glomerular filtrate by which mechanism? So the correct option for this question will be active transport. Active transport से जो है reabsorb होता है glucose in our body. What is active transport? By expenditure of ATP. When there is any absorption, that is known as active transport. And that is against the concentration gradient, right? So the correct option will be A. Not osmosis, no, only water will be reabsorbed by osmosis, right? Not glucose. Next question. Nitrogenous waste products are eliminated mainly as urea in tadpole and ammonia in adult frog. Just now we have discussed. Ammonia in tadpole and urea in adult frog. Urea in both tadpole and adult frog. Urea in tadpole and uric acid in adult frog. 91 का question है. Tell me, what will be the correct option? Please don't forget to subscribe Infinity Learn NEET channel if you have not subscribed it yet. You will get to know about schedules of all our faculties. Fine? And see you tomorrow as well. I will be teaching previous year questions of locomotion and movement. Tell me, answer for this question. So the answer for this question will be, just now we have discussed, ammonia in tadpole and urea in adult frog. So your frog have a dual mode of excretion. Frog will have a dual mode of excretion. Okay. The tadpole will release ammonia based on the situation. Yes, Aryaman, based on the situation. If the tadpole is getting more water, tadpole lives in the water, right? So tadpole is getting more water to eliminate its nitrogenous waste, that will be ammonia. Frog is not getting that much of water, so the excretory product in frog will be urea. Chalo. Under normal condition, next question. Which one is completely reabsorbed in the renal tubules? We have 4 options: urea, uric acid, salt and glucose. Now all these questions are testing how much and in which detail you have studied this chapter. Okay, all these questions will test. So which one will be reabsorbed completely? Urea, uric acid, salt, glucose. That means it should not come in the urine ideally. Just recall that which of these substances should not come in the urine ideally. That means they are fully reabsorbed. Tell me fast. Salt. No, urea will have little bit, not little bit, will have salts. Urea also, there will be urea in urine. Uric acid will also be there. Glucose, Ariman, very good. The correct option will be glucose. Ideally, your urine will not have glucose. No, that means it is completely reabsorbed. Okay? D, very good. Bardaval, correct option was D. Next question on your screen. Reabsorption of useful substances from glomerular filtration occur in. Reabsorption of useful substances कहाँ से होगा? Is it collecting duct? Is it loop of Henle? Is it PCT? Is it DCT? This is the question from 1989, very old question. Very simple answer, isn't it? कितनी बार हम लोग डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि सारे यूजफुल substances from filtrate will be reabsorbed in PCT. Maximum reabsorption will take place in PCT, not DCT, PCT. PCT भूलना नहीं है. Maximum reabsorption from PCT of useful substances like solutes. Okay. Next. Brush border epithelium. Cuboidal brush border epithelium will be present in. कहाँ होगा? क्यूबॉइडल ब्रश बॉर्डर एपिथेलियम वहां होगा ना जहां पे मैक्सिमम रीअब्जॉर्प्शन होगा. कहाँ होगा? PCT. वेरी गुड. PCT. वेरी गुड. स्टार क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम 1990. Now let's move on to our next question. Henolisloop. If Henolisloop were absent from mammalian nephron, which one of the following is to be expected? Loop of Henle अगर नहीं है नेफ्रॉन में तो क्या होगा? क्या करता है loop of Henle together with vasa recta? Concentration of urine. तो क्या नहीं होगा? Concentration of urine. There will be no urine formation. There will be hardly any change in the quantity and quality of urine formed. The urine will be more concentrated. The urine will be more diluted. D. It should be D. Okay. Loop of Henle का काम क्या करना? Concentration of urine कराना. नहीं हो पाएगा, then your urine will be dilute. There will be diuresis, right? Chalo, very good, my students. Which one of the four paths mentioned below, next question, does not constitute a part of single uriniferous tubule? Uriniferous tubule comprises of Bowman's capsule, PCT, DCT, loop of Henle, but not collecting duct. So collecting duct will not be a part of uriniferous tubule. Okay. So correct option is B. Not. It is asking not. Clear? Very nice. Next question on your screen. What will happen? Now this is something that I will explain you. What will happen if the stretch receptors of the urinary bladder wall are totally removed? Imagine urinary bladder में stretch receptors होते हैं because of which there is micturition reflex, right? अगर वो stretch receptors ही निकाल दे, then what will happen? Whenever this stretch receptors are stimulated because of filling of urine, there is micturition, right? So what will happen? 2009 में पूछा गया है. Everywhere you will see that two options are correct, it is given. So I just want you to tell me the most appropriate answer that will be correct. Look at the statements. Micturition will continue. Urine will continue to collect normally in the bladder. there will be no micturition, urine will not collect in the bladder. Okay, 4 option है. Tell me whatever you want will be the correct option. If the stretch receptors are removed from the bladder, then I will tell you. Yes, Aryaman is saying C. I want more answers. Yes, even I. The correct option is C itself, students. There will be no micturition, but this one is also correct, that urine will continue to collect normally in the bladder. This is also correct, but since it is written normally, so we can eliminate this option. If stretch receptors are not there, there will be no micturition reflex. Ultimately, there will be no micturition, right? So correct option will be C. This is also correct. Micturition तो नहीं होगा, but urine will keep on collecting. But since it is written normally, that's why this is wrong. So the most appropriate will be C, C, C. There will be no micturition. है ना? Very good Aryaman, absolutely correct. Micturition होगा ही नहीं, क्योंकि brain को signal ही नहीं पहुँचेगा, right? So this was the correct option. So आज के लिए इतना ही. कल फिर से आओ 3:30 PM. We will discuss previous year questions of locomotion and movement. Hope this session was useful and interesting as well. हमने बहुत सारे अच्छे concepts जो है समझे, मगअप नहीं किया. ठीक है, हमने बहुत सारे अच्छे concepts समझे कि क्यों correct answer ये वाला है, right? इसी तरह कल हम डिस्कस करेंगे locomotion and movement भी, सारे previous year question. I will cover all the topics of class 11th and 12th. Okay? So प्लीज़ ज्वाइन आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल. अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं ज्वाइन किया है तो टेलीग्राम ऐप डाउनलोड कर दो. वैसे तो आप सभी के पास होता है. टेलीग्राम ऐप डाउनलोड करो. डाउनलोड करने के बाद आप सर्च करो इन्फिनिटी लर्न नीट. डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपको लिंक भी मिल जाएगा. अगर नहीं भी मिलता है, अगर आपको लगता है कि लिंक वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, तो भी आप जो है सर्च कर सकते हो इन्फिनिटी लर्न नीट. यू विल गेट आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल. उसको ज्वाइन करो. ऑल्सो यू कैन ज्वाइन डॉक्टर प्रियंका डे. ओके, सो आई ऑल्सो हैव अ टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. एंड जब आप ज्वाइन करोगे इस टेलीग्राम ग्रुप को, आपको मिलेंगे डेली असाइनमेंट्स, नोट्स एंड डेली अपडेट्स. कौन सा लेक्चर कहाँ है आपको पूछना नहीं पड़ेगा, कब है. ठीक है, so that was all. Please don't forget to like and share this session and subscribe our YouTube channel. So that was it for today. Bye bye dear students. See you tomorrow. Take care.